This dog was reborn 3 times, each time carrying the memories of its past lives. In every lifetime, it searched for its true purpose, and in the end, it found its way back to its very first owner. The story begins with a little golden retriever puppy locked inside a hot car by dog traders at noon. Weak and barely breathing, it was spotted by Ethan and his mom, who broke the window and saved it. They brought the puppy home and gave it a name, Bailey. Bailey became Ethan's best friend, growing up by his side. Even when Bailey tore the house apart, Ethan always stood up for him. On his grandmother's farm, the two of them ran wild together, turning the place upside down. They played football every day, and Bailey even learned how to leap into the air to catch the ball. Time flew by, and Ethan grew into a teenager. At the fair, he saw a girl he liked but was too shy to approach, so Bailey took matters into his own paws, helping them meet. Ethan's football talent soon shined, but jealousy from classmates led to tragedy. One night, a fire was set at Ethan's home. Bailey barked and saved the family, but Ethan broke his leg while escaping. Struggling with despair, Ethan pushed everyone away, his girlfriend and even Bailey, who was left with Ethan's grandfather. Watching Ethan leave, Bailey couldn't understand what he had done wrong. He settled into the quiet farm life, but slowly lost his spark. Years later, lying weak on a hospital bed, Bailey saw Ethan and the family one last time before closing his eyes forever. When Bailey opened his eyes again, he was reborn as a police dog. He trained hard, won awards, and stood faithfully by his handler, a man haunted by the loss of his partner. Bailey gave him silent companionship until one mission went terribly wrong. To protect his handler, Bailey took a bullet. As his life faded, he saw tears fall from the man's eyes. Bailey's brave life ended in sacrifice. In his next life, he came back as a corgi. Adopted by a kind young woman, Bailey followed her everywhere. They shared chips, pizza, and laughter, yet Bailey could sense her loneliness, and once again, he helped love find its way into her life. Eventually, she married, and their days were filled with joy. Time passed, and Bailey's little body grew old. Surrounded by love, he felt his mission was complete. But in another life, Bailey wasn't so lucky. Adopted by a girl whose boyfriend hated dogs, he was chained outside for years before being abandoned once again. Watching the truck drive away, Bailey made a choice. This time, he would find Ethan. Through mountains and rivers, following only the memory of a scent, Bailey reached a familiar farm, Ethan's farm. But Ethan was now an old man, and after so many lifetimes, he didn't recognize Bailey. Heartbroken, he sent Bailey to a shelter, only to regret it and bring him home the very next day. Bailey could feel Ethan's loneliness, so he set out on one last mission, reuniting Ethan with his old love, Hannah, now a grandmother but still holding a place for Ethan in her heart. Slowly, the two found their way back to each other, but Bailey still needed Ethan to recognize him. In the barn, he found an old football and with one leap, caught it in the air, just like he had done as a puppy. Ethan froze, stunned. He called Bailey's name. Bailey answered with all the love in his heart. Ethan finally believed it was really him. Bailey had come home. Man and dog are both in their twilight years, but Bailey, through 3 lifetimes, has never stopped fulfilling his mission to bring love, healing, and companionship back to the person he was always meant to find.